Alright guys, so here we have it. Google Stadia. Yeah, a long-awaited Google Stadia. Will this change the way we game on the cloud? You know, there's been PlayStation Now, there's been the xCloud. Yeah, so what does it come with? It comes with the Stadia controller. I got the Founders Edition, so Night Blue, Google Chromecast Ultra, which I was gonna buy anyways, so that's a plus for me. But yeah, let's open this up. Again, I did get the Founders Edition. You know, I figured I'd be an early adopter. Whether it is a bust or not, you know, I couldn't pass up the color on it, so kind of wanted to get the color. Yeah, Google Stadia. Let's see what's in. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this is the Midnight Blue, the Night Blue. So there it is. I have these other controllers here just to kind of compare. This is the Midnight Blue Google controller. Okay, it's pretty sturdy. I'll compare that later. And then we have the power bricks, USB-C, power brick. Oh, I ruined it. Power brick right there, controller, and this envelope thing. And it says, the promise of creating one place for all the ways we play is a long-held dream. Today we are proud to see the dream become a reality. Community of players is the core of Stadia. Thank you for being the first to gather around. So it's just kind of a little thank you note for being one of the early adopters. And you got the stickers. Getting started. Setup process, which I will go through, and I will do more thorough tests, but this is just kind of the unboxing and my kind of first impressions. Right, here it is, the Google Chromecast Ultra. So I've been hearing reports that there's overheating for the Chromecast Ultra when you are playing with it. Right now, the only way to play wirelessly with the controller is through the Ultra. They're kind of holding back features right now, so it's not kind of a full launch right now. Let's rip that off. There we go. And then we have the power brick, and that right there is a dedicated USB port for that kind of wired internet, so you'll get a more steady kind of download speed, so you won't stutter as much. Hopefully, that's what I'm hoping for. But other than that, nothing in there. So yeah, these are the components that it comes with. So right off the bat, moving these aside, the feel of the controller is, I'm not a fan, I can already tell I'm not a fan of these, the directional pad right here. Compared to the other directional pads, it's a bit too shallow for me. I don't know. So here's it compared to the Nintendo Switch. I'm a fan of the Nintendo Switch controller because, you know, everything just seems sturdy. It seems very tactical. Compared to the triggers, I think I'm a fan of the Switch's controller a bit more. Yeah, again, the directional pad is more raised up. And then along the same lines, the Xbox controller. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of these. There's no weight to the triggers right here. I mean, the joysticks feel good. I'm more used to this. It's more in line with the PlayStation controller, which right here. But again, yeah, that trigger, I'm not a fan of it. Directional pad feels better on here. You got the capture button, the Google Assist button. I think this is select and start, I'm not sure. Stadia button, I think that's just to bring it to the home. But compared to the other controllers, I'd say this is more in line, kind of closer to, yeah, I'd say kind of closer to the Switch controller. Right now, if you order the Stadia Premier Edition, it does come with white. But being an early adopter, you do get the exclusive color there. Now, if you did want to play through the desktop and everything like that, I did a little testing because I got the invite code pretty early on, I'd say a week before I got this. And I've just been testing, you know, on the desktop. I played it with Destiny. Destiny I bought all across the board, so I bought it on base PS4, I bought it on PC, and I bought it on here. If you ordered the Founders Edition, you get the Buddy Pass, which is not available right now. They're gonna release that later on. And then 3 months of Stadia Pro. So you get 2 free games with that. I believe it's Destiny and Samurai Showdown. Again, I played Destiny on kind of all platforms, so base PS4, so that's before PS4 Pro. And PC, it does feel better on Stadia compared to base PS4 because they are upping the frame rate to 60 frames. So playing on PS4, base PS4, you're kind of capped at 30. So it did feel better that, but I did notice the latency just because I played on PC. And kind of that natively loaded on to your hard drive PC playing. You do notice the latency because it is streaming rather than being natively loaded onto your computer, right? I did notice some lag, but I did appreciate the frame rate bump from PS4. So right now, if you did want to play on kind of the iPad or you know, your Android phone, they've deactivated that right now, so you can't play with that feature. You know, it says play anywhere, but you can't really play unless you have you know, a Google product like a Google Pixel, which you can play on your desktop. Yeah, it'll prompt you if you try to play on like an iPad or another Android phone. It'll prompt you to go to a desktop site. I haven't tested it out on the Chromecast Ultra yet, but I am going to test that out. So yeah, this was just kind of like an unboxing and first impression. I've been trying to stay away from the reviews just because I didn't want it to skew my own perspective, because kind of the forum boards have been sparking up in my news feeds and stuff like that, and I've heard horror stories where people haven't got their codes yet. They tried it on desktop and there's like the latency is just horrible for them. I tried it a bit on desktop with PS4 or no, Xbox controller, and I didn't notice that much of latency. I am hardwired in though. My Ethernet is plugged into my computer, so I don't know. I'll have to try it wirelessly and see if there's a difference between that. But yeah, we'll get into a game test video shortly. But this was the Google Stadia Founders Edition unboxing. So there we have it.